Okay, be honest. Do you want to save some serious cash on your prescriptions and finally enjoy the convenience of actually easy pickups? If you've been dealing with sky-high medication costs or just frustratingly long wait times, transferring your prescriptions to Costco Pharmacy might literally be the exact solution you didn't know you needed. Welcome to the Explainer. Let's dive right in. In this explainer, we're going to unpack exactly how moving your prescriptions over can yield massive cost savings, incredible convenience, and that trusted service you already know and expect. So, whether you're a total novice to the whole pharmacy transfer process, or you've done it a dozen times, this guide is built to give you practical, evergreen value that you can use literally today. Here's our roadmap for today. We'll hit understanding the basics, preparing to transfer, a step-by-step guide, mail order and delivery, troubleshooting and legal constraints, and finally, some FAQs. Let's get to it. Section 1. Understanding the basics. So, why exactly should you consider packing up your active prescription profile and moving it over to Costco in the first place? Well, a massive reason to make the switch is the CMPP. That stands for the Costco Number Prescription Program. Basically, this is a completely voluntary free program designed to give Costco members and their eligible dependents extra savings on prescription drugs. What this actually means in the real world is that Costco negotiates lower prices on medications. So if you're uninsured or maybe you're stuck with one of those super high commercial insurance deductibles you haven't met yet, this program lets you bypass those crazy retail prices and just pay a discounted cash rate. Plus, there are no sneaky extra fees, and you don't even need to carry around a separate card. Your standard Costco membership basically doubles as your prescription discount card. And guys, the impact of this program is huge. We are talking about discounts that can reach up to 80%. Yes, 80%, sometimes even more, on various brand name and generic medications. To put that into perspective, for a lot of families, that is a completely life-changing amount of money saved on essential maintenance therapies over the course of a year. All right, Section 2, preparing to transfer. Now, the absolute key to a seamless experience here is gathering all the right information before you even touch a keyboard or pick up the phone. Before you do anything else, you're going to need to gather a few crucial details. First off, grab the exact name and the direct phone number of your previous pharmacy. You'll also need the exact medication name and dosage. We cannot guess here, guys. Have your prescription insurance information handy too, along with your Costco membership number if you're planning to use that CNPP discount. But listen up, because here is the single most critical detail. You absolutely must use your full legal name and your date of birth, exactly as it's documented by your prescribing doctor. The whole registration architecture relies on these verified personal identifiers. If you try to use a nickname or maybe a special character that doesn't perfectly match the existing medical record, you're going to trigger a system mismatch and delay your transfer, and nobody wants that. Moving on to Section 3, Step-by-Step Guide. Now that we're all prepped and ready, let's walk through the exact action plan to transfer a standard retail prescription. Okay, step 1. You'll want to register or authenticate your online profile at rx.costco.com or just use the Costco mobile app. Step 2, navigate over to the Move a Prescription module and just click Move from Other Pharmacy to Costco. Pretty straightforward, right? Then step 3 is where you punch in those exact origin pharmacy and drug details we literally just talked about. And finally, step 4, you just wait for the pharmacist-to-pharmacist transfer. You see, by law, the receiving Costco pharmacist actually has to make direct outbound contact with your old pharmacy. They have to do this to verify how many refills you have left and to confirm the original date of dispensing. It's just a legally required competitor-to-competitor communication. Now, because of that manual pharmacist-to-pharmacist communication, most transfers usually wrap up in about 2 to 5 business days. But I do want to give you a quick warning here. Competitor pharmacies often experience really high call volumes. You know how it is. Sometimes they might drag their feet releasing your active profile. So if you're nearing the absolute end of your medication supply, a little proactive follow-up on your part might be completely necessary to keep things moving. Basically, please don't wait until you have 0 pills left in the bottle. All right, Section 4, mail order and delivery. Let's shift our focus over to the digital side of things, specifically looking at using Costco mail order for those 90-day maintenance medications. If you're looking to fully embrace digital management, it's super easy. You can handle your mail orders entirely online or right through the mobile app, which means getting your standard maintenance therapies delivered straight to your front door or your workplace. Talk about convenient. Now, transferring into mail order is a little bit different than a standard retail transfer. A lot of previous mail order pharmacies will absolutely not transfer prescriptions out to a competitor's mail order facility. They just won't do it. So the absolute easiest workaround is simply this. Call up your doctor and ask them to send a brand new 90-day e-prescription directly to Costco mail order pharmacy number 1348. Once they do that, all you have to do is sign into the portal, confirm your shipping address and payment method, and boom, you're set. It completely bypasses all the administrative delays of manual transfers. Next up is Section 5, Troubleshooting and Legal Constraints. The pharmacy industry is highly regulated, and understanding these constraints up front is going to save you a lot of headaches. First up, there's a really major difference in how standard medications and controlled substances are handled. Under federal law, specifically 21 CFR 1306.25, if we want to get technical, original prescription info for controlled substances in Schedules 3 through 5 can only be transferred between independent pharmacies one single time, just once. However, if pharmacies happen to share a real-time, online database, which physical Costco retail locations nationwide actually do, they are perfectly permitted to transfer these prescriptions up to the maximum refills authorized by your prescriber. Now, this translates into some incredibly strict state-level constraints, and this is exactly where a pharmacist might actually be legally required to refuse your transfer. For example, pharmacists conduct geographic audits. Basically, they do this to prevent something called doctor shopping. On top of that, state laws vary wildly on things like telehealth prescriptions or even who's authorized to write them in the first place. So the big takeaway here? If you've got complex prescriptions or controlled substances, just expect some strict compliance audits, and make sure you coordinate closely with your local provider. Okay, final section, number 6, FAQs. Let's transition into a quick, rapid-fire, myth-busting session to clear up some of the most common barriers people seem to run into. Let's tackle the absolute biggest question, the one that keeps so many people from even utilizing the pharmacy in the first place. Do I actually need to be a Costco member? Well, the answer is no. By law, 0 membership is legally required to literally just walk in and purchase prescriptions at a Costco pharmacy. However, and guys, this is a very big however, you do need to be a member to access those massive CMPP savings we talked about earlier. So while anyone can technically use the pharmacy, those deep 80% off discounts, those are a member-only perk. Now, here is a super surprising fact that's going to appeal to all the pet owners out there looking to save a buck. Can I transfer my pet's medications to Costco? Yes, you absolutely can. It's awesome. You can just add your pets right to your family account, provided you have a valid prescription from your veterinarian, of course. You can manage Fluffy or Fido's meds right alongside your own through the exact same digital portal. And you can choose either warehouse pickup or have them delivered straight to your home. It's honestly just a fantastic way to consolidate your errands and keep a little extra money in your pocket. Now, before we officially wrap up, I do need to share this mandatory professional disclaimer. The information provided in this explainer is strictly for educational purposes. You should always consult directly with a healthcare provider or your local pharmacist for personalized medical advice regarding your specific prescriptions and health needs. All right, we've covered the massive savings, the preparation checklist, the exact step-by-step process, and even some of those tricky legal hurdles. So I'm going to leave you with this final provocative thought. How much money could you save by simply checking your medication prices at Costco today? Seriously, it takes just a few minutes online to compare. If you found this structured explainer helpful, please share your own transfer experiences or any questions you still have, write down in the comments. I love to read them. Thank you so much for learning with me today, and I'll see you in the next explainer.